back at Still Entertainment Review on Metro TV, and today we are looking at what makes a good musician, and we have Skannah, who is a first-rising Afrofusion and multi-talented artist. I'm okay to call you Afrofusion, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That's fine. And also we have Veana Negasi, and she's also a versatile female vocalist and a very promising singer, and she's tagged as the queen of cover songs. You are welcome to our studios, our table of life.
That's what you call it?
Yes,
Okay.
it's a table of life.
I like it.
That's why it stretches wide.
Feeling alive.
That's good. I mean, we'll be talking about your music, what you've been doing personally, because I really want to have a conversation with you. We all want to have a conversation with you too about the industry and everything. But then we'll talk about what makes a good musician. First off, is it easy to make a song? Let me start with you, Veana.
For me, I wouldn't say it's hard. It depends on what you're trying to do or where you're trying to go, where the vibes, because we use that a lot. I'm sure you've heard musicians say vibe.
Yes.
Like, it's a whole thing.
Yes.
So it's like mood, basically. So it depends on the mood you're in. Sometimes it comes like effortlessly, it just flows.
Natural.
Other times you may have to put a pen to paper, everybody and their process. So it's very subjective.
Okay.
It's a very subjective question.
Skannah, do you agree? Is
Yeah,
it easy? Like music, does it come easy for you guys?
Yeah, it's my comfort zone. So I feel very cool anytime when I want to do it.
Okay.
I don't stress over it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you are doing music, is there room for, learning on the job? Is there room for doing better at your skill? Is there room for that?
Yeah. I normally say music grows. Sometimes you sound different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a learning process. You don't stop.
When you say a learning process, what are some of the things that you guys learn? Because music is music. I mean, like you said, there is vibe. You want to say, oh, actually, I enter studio, I get vibe.
Yes.
If it's just a vibe, it's just a mood, what are you learning? Or how are you acquiring more knowledge onto what you already have?
The one thing I can say for sure is I have grown as an artist, and I don't think I've even tapped into 10% of my potential.
Wow.
So if I play you my song from a year ago, I sound very different. And as we grow as human beings, I'm sure the things that you may want to talk about, like me where I'm at in life right now, I was a bit immature at the time. So like my sound is growing.
Yeah.
And as I keep developing myself and getting to know who I am as a person, a lot of things will change.
Okay.
Even
I
who
want
you're
to know,
working with too.
Yeah. What exactly is influencing your change or your growth?
Oh, as a person, I'm just growing, I'm learning, I'm developing as a woman. So it's just like because I am the wheel.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
your emotions are part of like the machine. So as I'm growing and learning a few more things, my sound is definitely changing as well.
Okay. But then again, I've heard a lot of musicians say that, look, especially those who are already up there, the likes of Sarkodie and the rest, say that it takes a lot of patience for you to make it in the industry or to be successful. And sometimes we've seen some people come with certain hits. I can use Patapa as a classical example, who came with One Corner, who made it globally, his sound was everywhere.
Yes.
But then after some time, we've not really had have him make the same hit again. What could be the problem? Is it that he got it on a silver platter, so probably he didn't really prepare for it, so he doesn't know how to get that kind of hit again? What do you think is the problem?
For Patapa's case, I wouldn't say he's not ready for the market or something like you're saying. Sometimes he's ready in his own sector where he is, he's okay.
True.
But when you enter, like when he comes up, there's more pressure than before.
Yeah.
So like she was saying, music changes all the time.
Yeah.
Music is broad. It's not just Afrobeat. It's not just dancehall. At a point in time, your listeners want to hear something different.
Yeah.
So you, the person, you, the musician, you also have to listen broad.
True.
Then you should know what to add to your music and what to take out from your music.
But Skannah, what made you decide to do music?
What made me decide? Like I said, it's my comfort zone.
The comfort
Music is
zone.
one thing. When I hear music playing, I'm cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so then, from all that we've said, what makes a good musician? What makes a good artist? What makes someone good in the path that you guys find yourself?
Outstanding talent.
Outstanding talent.
I'll have to refute that.
This is where I like it.
Yes.
Okay.
I have to refute that
Okay.
heavily. It takes a lot of discipline as well. There's talent in this. There's a lot of people who have groom themselves to be who they are.
Yeah.
Some people were born with it. They can sing, they can rap. Some people have grown into it. Some, I take Beyonce, for instance. Beyonce, as much as like she can sing, no, but she can dance too,
Yeah.
but she's very disciplined.
Yeah.
If she didn't add the discipline, Beyonce would not be half of who she is today. And a lot of people, when they're coming in, forget the discipline aspect of things. Like, if you're going for interviews, you have to be on time.
Yeah.
Like, reputation is a big part of what we do as well. So discipline is definitely like, which you even say like 90% sometimes. And then talent will then supplement it, complement it.
From the market scene, from our Ghanaian scene, do you see artists as disciplined as they are supposed to be?
I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. That's all.
You're getting there.
Try to play safe. She doesn't want any trouble.
Because to be honest with you, we are humans. Everyone
Yeah.
has different feeling about everything.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about discipline, maybe I'm disciplined with this, but you feel it's not discipline.
Okay.
But
So
even if we are
Discipline is
talking about-
discipline,
yeah.
Yeah,
Discipline is
discipline is
discipline.
discipline.
But then if you're talking about discipline, it can be related with time. So, you know,
Yeah.
an artist will be invited for a program, let's say even entertainment review. And then let's say the artist is supposed to report by
Your call
2 p.m.
time is 2:30.
Right.
Yes.
And then the artists end up coming here at 3:30, an hour late. You know, that is also not discipline. So, and even when you talk about shows, some can be invited for shows, but then they will not rehearse,
Yeah.
they will not do anything. They just jump on the stage and do what they... So with that, you are not being disciplined.
Yeah,
That's why I keep saying that we're getting
Veana is
there.
saying that we are
Right.
getting there.
And then about the talent, when you said you're refusing,
Yeah.
you know, talent is everywhere.
No, I wasn't refusing that. I was saying that if you base it entirely on talent.
No, I was not just basing on that. I wanted
Okay.
to grow it. Because if you are just basing on talent, everyone has talent.
Yeah.
Even if you are clapping your hands, it's talent.
You
If you are breathing, it's talent.
And can talent maintain music for you if it's only talent?
If you brand it in a way, if you make it unique,
Okay.
then it's yours.
Okay, so you see the word there is unique.
Yes.
The word there is unique. The talent might be there.
Yeah.
I also believe not everyone is talented. Not everyone is talented. Someone might not have the talent, but then that person might be unique. And that uniqueness is the little I can do. I am disciplined in a way that I will be better than the one who has the talent.
Yeah, and even hard work.
That is
you
how
know?
I see it.
Even hard work
Discipline
as well.
and hard work.
Yes, discipline and hard work. But then let's come back to the fact that nowadays, the discipline and everything, gone were the days when making music was difficult. Let me use Ghana as in I shouldn't go overboard. When you look at the likes of, let's say, our old veterans, the JW Ambule, the CKs, the Ebo Taylors, I mean, at that time, going into the studio to do music was a lot. It required something more. I remember when Ambule was here, he made mention about Samilete, who was his mentor, taught him not only the music, but then he had to understand music, have the skill, and then have the talent. With that, from what he produced, we could see that he gave us something amazing during his time. And they were disciplined in their time. Now, music has become, excuse my language, fofo. It's easy for people to do it.
Has it?
Pardon?
Has it?
Yes.
But if you
Music
can't
has
sing, can you
become
still...
no. Music has become easy. Like you say, the vibes. You enter the studio, but vibes, you know, we see it. I wouldn't sit here and say that every music that we listen to is good. Sometimes we know. We are at an age where we are branding it to fit the international market. The reason why I brought this whole veterans is that what we saw then and what we are seeing now, are we matching up to the standard that they set for us to follow?
The pressure with, if you make the comparison, is very high because at the time they'll go into the studio. I was having a conversation with one of my dad's friends who's he's in his 60s.
Yeah.
And he was telling me about like some of the veteran artists, like how even High Life came, why it's even called High Life. He took me through like music school.
Wow.
And I learned so much about like, we don't play live. We don't use a lot of live instruments anymore. But at the time, in the studio, there's a band. The guitarist is playing everything live. It was a longer process.
Yeah.
So it was heavier, if I can say.
Yeah.
If I can say so, it was much heavier. It was
Yeah.
more tangible.
Good.
But now you can just
And
download
it
it
was
online.
more challenging
Yes,
to
it
the
was.
artist. It
Yes.
would challenge you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And probably more spice because there's like the guitarist is bringing their spice. whoever's playing
Yeah.
bass is bringing, like, just different people, different elements that
Coming
will
together to compose something.
ultimately
Yeah.
add to the music. Now you can download different plugins online. You can play
Exactly.
somebody, I know producers who don't even play keyboards.
Oh.
They play they could just play with the keys.
The Fruity Loops and then they are gone.
Yeah.
That's you agreeing to the fact that it's now easy to do music.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Relatively.
But then is it bad? Is it a bad
Relatively.
things are now
I don't
easy
think
to be
it's
done?
bad.
Is
I don't see
bad?
it as a bad thing.
Yeah,
because
myself, I don't
as
see
we
it
go,
as
we are
bad.
progressing. Technology is
Yeah.
making
Yes.
our lives very easy.
Yeah.
You know, with the example that you mentioned, you know, that years ago, they would go into the studio, almost
Yeah.
every instrument that was being
They
played
live.
on there was
Everything
live.
actually, even if they make a
Exactly.
sound drum, like whatever
Yeah.
sound they
Yeah.
produced was there.
Yeah.
Was produced there.
Yeah. So if they had the technology that we have today, there's a high possibility that they would be using it at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
But
would
if
be.
it's because of what they had then.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it looks like things making music today is that cheap,
Is
is
that
that
cheap?
easy. You can just hop into
Yeah.
the studio, you can just download some, sound on
Loops
the
and
internet,
then,
and
you know.
just do some captions, yeah, and
Just
then-
put
and
some
then-
things
yeah, you
together
just
and
put
then,
something
yeah.
together. But at the end of the day, like you mentioned earlier, you mentioned vibes. You understand?
Yeah.
Some music that would sound some way to you, like not cool to you. Somebody's vibing to it, like
Crazy.
But can it be,
Yeah.
but can it be
Different
sold?
Yes.
You see, the thing is, if at the end of the day somebody like the one corner. Okay.
Me, I'm not using one corner.
I am using it. I am using it as an example.
No, wahala.
No, I am using it as an example. Let me use it. Whatever it is, it's going to be on my head. Yeah. So, one corner, a lot of people did not necessarily vibe to one corner.
Yeah.
But it looks like on social media, almost everybody would hear
You have
one
no
corner.
choice.
And
You
then
have to
it's
just-
like you have to choose than to do
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Music like that did sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there were a whole lot of people that did not vibe to it, especially
Yeah.
our oldies.
Yes.
Like, what kind of song is this? But it
Yes.
did sell. You
Yeah.
listen to it, it doesn't make sense. One corner, one corner, one corner.
Through it, and also some felt at a point that
Yeah.
it was a bit spiritual and all
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
So if you are getting some level of vibes from it, like she mentioned earlier, it would sell.
But if
then-
you are trying to be an honest artist to yourself, and you know that I'm in for this, I produced this one. It's sold.
Yeah.
People were loving it. But in a business, we are talking about sustainability,
Yes.
longevity,
Consistency. as well.
consistency.
Yeah.
Can you meet the market? You see,
No.
we are at a point. Thank you. Can we
But
meet
you
the
know,
market? Uh-huh.
every musician has the market he or she wants to go for.
Okay, but are you trying to tell me that musicians don't look above the market they think they want to?
They look above that.
Exactly.
But some songs, I can say, this very song, I don't want it to go here. I want it to just be
Oh
here.
God, no! I don't think anybody does.
Oh yes,
that.
no, they do
I
it. They
think
do
that,
I don't
it.
think
they are-
anybody
they do it.
limits
They do
themselves
it,
that
yeah.
way.
There's some artists that maybe unconsciously they
Maybe
do that
no.
because
Some
They do
people
it.
have
have
their
certain
niche.
songs
I
that
know
you know
one-
that
I
it
know
will be for
one,
just a certain time.
Yes.
It wouldn't.
Okay.
I know
you
one
stand-
Ghanaian
But if it
artist.
blows, you won't be opposed
Yeah.
to your song blowing,
Yeah,
even
I'm-
if it's country.
Yeah, I'm coming. Let's.
I know one
stand
Ghanaian artist
Uh-huh.
currently working on an album, and he's mixing all the album in France,
Uh-huh.
and he wants to release it from France.
Uh-huh. But you see, that is an upgrade of whatever he has done. That is an upgrade. That is tapping into a different market.
Uh-huh,
So
that-
you see, from the beginning, I don't think he just decided to drop in French. Right now, he's adding on to it because he is looking above his
market,
demography.
Yes, but you know he will drop it there, and it won't even hit the Ghanaian market. Or
Yeah.
it's even topping charts
And
there.
that's what I'm saying. That you see, I understand what you are saying, no. But you see, artists, if you say that we will sit here and say that so an artist is going to drop one song using Patapa as a case study, that he didn't look beyond.
Oh, he's a great.
Oh, yes.
His song is a great.
It's a great hit, oh. It's a great. Yeah.
Whether you like it or
I
not,
wouldn't
like,
sit here and say that it's a great
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
But you see, I wouldn't say that Patapa wanted to just sing one corner
Yeah.
and just
And then-
leave it where it
Yeah.
is now.
Yeah.
He wanted to move up. What didn't he do to move up? And it all comes back to what makes you the good musician or
Right.
the good artist. All these things come into play. You get it? Like you are looking at longevity, sustainability, consistency, and everything. You are in there for a business.
Right.
So you have to do something that suits the market and it moves up for you.
Yeah. But then with what you're saying, as artists, like you guys are coming up. I mean, you're already there, should I say? Yeah.
No.
Look at you. No. No.
You are not
okay, so
there.
you're getting there. You are, you're
we're-
on the ladder. You're climbing higher up.
Maybe.
Would you consider would you say that as an upcoming artist, you would consider something like seasons? Like everybody has his or his season. It doesn't matter how hard, how much work you put into what you're doing. If your season is not in, your season is not here.
So talking about seasons.
An element of that, because I don't know what you believe in, but I believe in timing.
Okay.
Definitely, because I have been doing covers, like she was saying. I've been doing covers for a long time. We're now releasing my original
For more than
music.
4 years.
Timing.
Yeah.
So timing is key. So
Yeah.
I have that, like, we're building. I believe in like building, taking your time and doing things and doing it right.
Okay.
Like the people at work, Richie doesn't want to just do one off and then you hit once and then you fall into by the wayside. No, we want to do it and do it right, which influences some of the decisions that we make. So timing is key for sure.
Yeah.
This is Asake's time. So
Yes.
Exactly.
like you can't fight it.
Very
Black
good
Sherif's
example.
time. It's
Yeah,
Black
exactly.
Sherif's time.
But you see, even if it's their time, after they drop what makes their time, they still do things that keeps them
Sustains
floating.
them. You should have a good
Sustains
team.
them.
Yes.
You see, all the team will come into play, but let's stick to what makes a good musician.
But then, so even looking at what a good musician is,
Yeah.
what do you consider before coming out with the music?
A lot of things.
Okay.
After music is done, like I said, you should have a good team to
Yeah.
tell you what this is about.
When you say a good thing, I know you are on a record label. So speak from the angle of an individual artist. Right. Skannah, I know you're on a record label. And you too.
Yeah, a good team helps with the consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so but in a competitive...
Money, you guys are forgetting money. I'm
Money.
just looking at all of you like,
Ah,
it ain't
tell
cheap.
them. Tell
It
them.
ain't cheap. No, like the Nigerians, their budgets, I've been privy to certain
crazy
conversations.
budgets.
Yeah.
Where like some of the budgets they're playing with, it's no wonder they're playing their music on
We are not
American
even
radio.
there.
Yeah.
They're promoting their music big time and the budgets are big.
Are huge.
Yeah, so money is a big part of what we do, and a lot.
Yeah.
Like every time I listen to panel discussions, people always leave out money. I'm like, bro, like without money,
You
this
see,
thing
in
is not
Ghana, we don't want to
possible.
really say it like that.
Right.
That's why
Yeah.
the money aspect doesn't really
Because
come
we
to
know
play.
the economy is hard.
The economy
We
is
go
hard.
talk about money. Like, yo, where am I going to get the money
Exactly.
The
from?
economy is hard.
Like,
So, but then,
you know.
like Veana said, it's like the money is there. But then
Yeah.
I'm also asking, in this competitive and saturated music market,
Yes.
what are some of the things you, the artists, do to distinguish yourself from the other, making you unique in your own way? Let me start from Veana.
I'm quite introspective. I'm a very introspective person. So like I said about growth, I recognize my growth. I'm in touch with myself.
Yeah.
So like I'll spend time with myself. I want to recognize where I'm at, the phases I'm going through, and those things will influence. Like Wizkid's sound when he was doing Holla at Your Boy is not Essence.
Hey, no.
But that takes you realizing that no, like I'm getting to a certain point.
Yeah.
Burna Boy's sound is changing.
Yeah.
Sarkodie's sound is not the same. Azonto, he was doing Azonto at a point. Now he's not. Like he's doing Big Boy. Like it's you.
Now he's
you
a
need,
cigar and roller.
yes, you know,
Cigars,
like
yeah.
you need to be in touch with yourself to
Yeah.
realize the different phases that a person would go through, and that will influence the music. At least for some people.
Is it important that you try to look at someone to compare yourself or to push yourself to do
Oh,
better?
no.
It's not necessary, right?
It's not, because then you lose your unique.
Originality.
Like I admire so many people. I admire Thames. Like right now, I'm big on Thames because where her career is going. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, like if I had that would have. I wish that was me. But doesn't mean I'll start to sound like Thames.
Yeah.
Like you can admire people without losing yourself.
Yeah.
Sunny, what makes you unique, different from what others are doing?
Yeah, I think I'm cool with what she said, and then
Yeah.
I'll add a good brand.
Okay,
Your brand makes you different
from the others.
from others doing the same thing. So to add up to what she's saying, I think a good brand is also important.
So, as you on a record label, what are some of the things that you are being given to set you apart from an individual or solo artist on his own?
My visibility. Always make sure I'm looking different, like physically.
I can see it.
From others, and then also my sound. They always make sure
Yeah.
I don't sound like my old song.
Okay.
They're always trying to make me sound different from what we
But how long have you been in the industry?
did. Professionally, it's 2 years now. I've been doing music for a very long time.
And I know everybody will say it was hard. It's hard. It's
Yeah,
challenging.
yeah.
But then you overcame it.
Yeah.
But then what keeps you steadfast in whatever you do, whatever you try to, whatever journey that you seek to achieve? How do you keep going, as in to make sure that it is done well?
My eyes on the goal.
Your eyes on the goal. Or
Yeah.
what's the goal?
Yeah, I want to be very great. Like I want to leave my name and legacy. That kind
Yeah.
of thing.
I'm glad you didn't say the goal is to bring a Grammy.
Oh no.
I'm glad.
I wanted to find out from you. I was asking him earlier when he was talking about consistency and all that, and even his management or label helping and all that. But then I want to know, as an artist, what do you think will make you a good musician? What are the things you add up? Even if your management is helping you out with certain things and all, you yourself, what do you put in?
I'm a very disciplined person.
Right.
I'm sure people around me will tell you I'm very and I feel like that's some of the things that are missing in the industry. We need to commit. Like it's a lot of work because some of the people that I'm looking at, Beyonce, because in the studio for hours, like she's where she is, but she's still working hard.
Yeah.
Why should
Yeah.
I be sleeping?
Yeah.
No.
That's
Yeah.
probably the thing that will
Yeah.
distinguish me from. And I'm
Yeah.
a female artist. The passion is different because I feel like we're not very well represented in the music industry. Now, if you want to list Ghanaian artists, it's full of guys.
Guys.
Men.
99.9%.
Yeah.
There's
Some-
just a few women that are representing. So for me, that I want to do it differently. I want to be part of the females that actually bring, recognition to Ghana as well. So that's the dream.
As an artist, you know yourself, you know what you carry, you know what you can do.
Yeah.
The question I want to throw to you both, can your manager make you or break you? Do you think that?
The people you're around,
No matter how you feel or who you know you are or what you're capable of doing.
half and half.
Half and half.
Depends on who you are. But for sure, if you're not surrounded by the right people, you're not going to make it far.
Regardless of how good you are. Okay.
It's a big deal. You need
Yeah.
even energy. Me, I'm big on energy.
Yeah.
If you don't have good energy around, like maybe I want to release this, I want to do this, and the people around you keep telling you no, you can't. After a while, you start believing that it's not
Yeah.
possible, right?
Yeah.
So it's definitely very key. It's
Yeah.
very key.
Okay.
That's what I'll say.
The question was, can your manager
Make
make
you
break
or
you.
break you.
or break you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
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 Okay.
They can.
Why, do you have an experience?
Like, you have to like relax a little bit and go like, yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
You
They
went
can.
deep into your head, right?
Yeah, they can make and then break you in the sense that if I look at where my manager took me from and then where he has brought me, if he leaves me, that's not the end of it, but it's very bad.
Yeah.
It's very bad.
Yeah.
Because
Connections
there have been some
from-
artists.
Yeah, connections from all his side ceases, and then you
Yeah.
will have to start everything all over again.
right?
Yeah.
So if you don't have capital, if you don't have good people to help you get back to what you were doing, then that's it.
Yeah, because I
So
like
that's
what he
what-
said about team,
Yeah.
which I feel when you were saying what makes an artist. So I said money, discipline,
Yeah.
talent. But like for sure, for me, I feel like where I'm going to go, my team is I'm surrounded by people. If I say I'm going to the moon, they'll be like, give us dates, like we're going.
Yeah.
And that's the energy, and it'll keep me going.
Yeah.
It's very important.
But Veana, are you signed on to Links Entertainment?
No, currently we're doing Links label services.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you are getting their service too.
Yes.
Okay. Because you have been under Links like ever since I knew you on YouTube.
Yeah, I've been with Links for a long time. Just
Yeah.
that with the music, we're doing it differently. So I'm an independent artist in a way.
Okay, so I think we'll draw the curtains on what makes
discussion.
Yeah, the discussion on what makes a good musician, because they've said it, talent, discipline, and everything. Yes, good. So now we'll come on the individual stuff. Let me go with the lady first.
Sure.
Okay, so Queen of Covers decides to tap into her vocals to bring us something amazing. But then before that, you had everything. You have the voice, you have the team, you have the support. Why not come mainstream but decide to do covers for more than 4 years?
I don't think it was intentional. There was a lot of preparedness that I didn't have at the time, which is why when I speak about these things, I'm very passionate. Like, you need to be ready. Whatever you're doing, if it's a business, if you're selling hair, you need to be ready, else you start and stop. Which we didn't want that for me. I didn't want to start and then, because the industry is tough.
Yeah.
And I love that it's just women, it's mostly women on this table. It's like, I'm sure you guys can relate some of the stuff
Yeah.
I'm saying. It's not easy actually for women.
Yeah.
Like, some people want to do this and it's always like the strings attached.
True.
And there's a level of mental preparedness that people need to
Exactly.
have that
Yeah.
we don't talk about it a lot. So that's basically the reason why it took a while.
To do that.
Just
And
preparedness, yeah.
how do you get in the mood to do a cover? I mean, you have so many covers from Tanda. Tanda is my favorite, Joe. Tanda, Spiritual, Abna. How do you get in the mood? Because the song doesn't belong to you. So how do you prepare yourself to...
Well, these are songs I love. Like when I heard them immediately, I'm like, oh, I love this song. Like, let's do it. That was it.
Okay. That's good. I mean, I wish we could play one of those songs. But then now you decide to come into mainstream and you have the experience now. So was it difficult for you to put out your own song?
It was. I was in my head a lot.
Hey.
When I let go is when things started, like my music started to sound better.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm more confident. I was in my head a big chunk of the time. But now I'm like, you can do this. Let's go.
Yeah.
So you were basically using the covers to hide behind your...
Even when I was doing covers, I wasn't even doing original music, it was just covers.
Yeah.
But so when we said, okay, let's start doing original, I remember the first song I did was with Richie, and it's like, I'm singing, but I'm not singing. I'm like, but now I'm not that girl anymore. That's how like growth,
You're
right?
grown.
Yes,
Yeah,
I've
you're
grown.
grown.
Yeah, with practice, now we've recorded a number of songs, so definitely now I'm more confident. I know what my sound is like, not fully, but I'm getting there.
Yeah. With the experience you've had over the years, I mean, you have your own song now. I mean, you have some level of experience in the industry. You know how things work. What sets you apart from an artist who also decides to put a song today? What makes you different from that particular person?
Maybe the team.
Okay.
Maybe the only thing maybe
It will be the
and
team.
how we do it, because every song I record I send to Richie, or we all listen, like we will all decide what song is best. It's not just me, so if I was the only one decide, I may be limited.
Yeah.
But if we sit on a round table like this and we're like, okay, you have 10 songs, let's pick the best one. Obviously the selection process will be will come out with quality music a bit more than if it was just me.
Okay. So the song is Gets Down.
Yes.
Gets Down. Okay.
But can we say
coming
that,
to
this kind of thing somehow affects some artists? Because we've seen artists, especially on Richie's label, who did so great, and then by the time they left, we don't hear of them again. Is it that they don't get the right team again, or they just didn't make a good decision?
But by this time, she's on the label.
Yeah, but
she
then
just acquired their
niches,
service.
right? But then even getting their services and all,
Yeah.
at least they help you in decision making and all that. So do you think that, when someone leaves the label, though you are not on, does it affect them in a way?
Maybe the reason that it would is because there's a system in place. Links is very structured, which is something I've worked there as well. Like Links is family for me, even though I'm not on the label. Like I'm kind of on the label because I've been with them for 5 years probably. So things are done. Like there's a system. This person is in charge of. This person takes this. This person does this. So when you leave, if you don't get the same structure, you may struggle.
Yeah.
Point one.
But before we will come to Skannah, you knew the song, we were going to love it. Let's be real. You have your fan base. You are already in the system. People love you. But are you surprised about the numbers you are getting on YouTube?
Yes.
Is that what is surprising?
Yes.
Because I knew people will accept the song. You are good. You have your fans. You're amazing at what you do. And your YouTube page, you have mad subscribers who really follow you. They'll be commenting. I read everything.
Oh.
But now you have, the song was released when?
2 weeks ago.
Two weeks ago. And for someone who is new, you have more than 100K. More than that.
I think we're currently at 160.
You see?
Someone is whispering. I can't hear what she's saying.
But it's more than that. I know it's more than 100K. Like,
Yes.
did you expect this level of, commitment? We were waiting for you like this.
I'm surprised and grateful because it's like you can think one thing, but it can go left real quick. Like I could have released this and only 50 my family members would have watched it.
Yeah.
Like there's always that in the back of your mind. You can't be too hopeful. I mean,
Right.
sometimes you should be, but I'm very
Yeah.
surprised by the way people really shared. Like people really, so it's crazy. The support is crazy.
Okay, so when we come back, we will be talking to the man who dropped One Yellow, had a feature with Medical and also No Lust. And so don't go anywhere. After the break, we'll be talking to Skannah. Skannah. Welcome back. You're still watching Entertainment Review on Metro TV. And now we are going to Skannah. I've said it well.
Yeah.
I explained my Skannah, but it's not Skannah, it's Skannah.
Skannah,
Let's talk about you and Medical. Yeah. How did the whole vibing came about for you to drop such an amazing song?
Okay, so with medical, we actually went to Kumasi for a show, myself and the team, and then we met on our table. We were sitting with Flo Deli,
Okay. The manager.
the manager.
Okay.
So I think my manager and him had some rapport, but I didn't really pay attention to that. So when we came back from Kumasi, I was just there, and then my manager was like, "Yo, but Jay says come to the studio, something." So we just went, we were vibing. I didn't even finish the song, so I left because I was very tired.
Okay. Eish.
And then the next day when I came back, I just came to hear medical on it. I was like, "Yo, shit."
Wow. Wow. But was it easy working with him? Was it easy vibing with him?
Yeah, it was easy. Like medical is like a brother.
He's like a brother.
yeah.
He's down to it. He's not like what we've seen on
No,
social
he's
media.
he's
Thank
cool, very
Yeah.
cool.
So which song are you promoting now?
Currently, I'm promoting No Last.
No Last. Yeah, the one I said you sound more Nigerian.
Nigeria,
But
yeah.
do you get people telling you that?
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Is it a strategy from your managers?
Oh no, it's not a strategy.
Are
Like
you
that's
sure?
how I sound. That's how I sound. That's how I do my music. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. And the one with medical
Was more of a zone two.
okay. The title was
Wanyalo.
What's the meaning of Wanyalo?
Wanyalo. Yeah, Kwana. Are we going? Yeah.
Gan.
Gan.
Okay. But how is the song doing, and how are Ghanaians accepting your music?
Oh,
and everything?
Wanyalo is doing great. Wanyalo is doing great, and then No Last itself is crazy. It's getting some crazy. I'm getting some crazy feedback. Like it's
Yeah,
cool.
so the support is good.
Yeah, the support is
I
very.
can see your management team are doing amazing.
Trying
work.
their
How
best,
long
yeah.
have you been with them?
I've been with them 4 years now.
Wow. Okay. 4 years.
Yeah, 4
then,
years.
How many more years?
The first 2 years, we were just doing more
things,
underground
underground
works, yeah,
works,
putting
yeah.
sounds down and stuff. So
Yeah.
it was just like last year we started crazy. Yeah.
You keep saying that music is like your comfort zone. You like to do music. How many songs do you have? Like even the ones you haven't released. How many songs do you think you have in your diary or
I
email?
have more recorded songs myself. I don't know how much songs, like how many songs I have.
Okay.
So that's to say that we should expect more music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more music. I'm that one person when I'm in the studio. Anything I hear, even if I for record small, then record the next rhythm small. That's how I always like to do something new. So
Yeah. You want to go back
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Well,
So after No Last, we should expect an album, or what should we
you
expect from
should
the
expect some EP, some crazy EP.
Okay.
Yeah, for the ladies like you
for
are.
the ladies,
Oh, nice one.
if you are going to use a name, don't we've heard Abna, we've heard I've not heard Nanaya.
Okay,
So if you want to do, and we've had Angela, and
okay.
you see, so try Nanaya, but then
Don't worry.
2022 is still yet to end. What other things do you have lined up for us, your fans?
So just pushing the song, and we'll be pushing that till the year ends, making appearances in different places.
Okay.
That's about it for. While like I'm in the studio a lot, so I'm still making a lot of music for next year and years to come.
But how is the media tour going?
Really well. You guys are receiving me really. So remarkable. It's so remarkable. Like the reception is it's very humbling. It's very humbling.
How does it feel? How does it feel? I know you're also a presenter.
Yeah, I did that for
And
my track record is long.
but today you're on the other side. But then it's good. And what about you? Like 2022, I know you've already done a lot of things already. But then before the year ends, what should we expect?
So now we are just promoting Wanyalo
No Last.
for the year end, somewhere around December. Actually have some annual concert I've been doing,
Okay.
putting in more preparation.
Where?
Liquid Pub inside.
Okay. Okay.
Live with Skannah. There I do live band.
Okay. Wow. You perform live.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, so before we end the show, I want you to speak on. I want to ask you something in relation to an interview that you did with what you said in relation to your song that you said that Camido had, taken, but then you mentioned something that I'm very interested in, which is that you feel like you're proud, you're happy about the fact that it's like he took inspiration
Yeah.
From
from
my song.
you, from your song. I mean, first and foremost, I just want you to tell us the authenticity of that story and then how truly that statement that you made, how truly it makes you feel.
Okay, so No Last was recorded somewhere in May.
2022.
Yeah, May. And then, like I said, I record little and then I want to rest.
Yeah.
Continue. So my team came and they were like, no, this sound is too crazy. We will need someone on. So my manager was like, he's cool with Camido's road manager, so he will try and talk to him, then we see. But me personally, myself, I'm very cool with George Britton.
Okay.
So I sent the song to George, and then my manager also sent it to the road manager. And then we were just waiting for them. Later, George was like, he lost the sound, so I should resend it. And then I sent it back to him.
Sorry.
So after sending it, I think a day later, he was like, this is the amount I should pay. He gave an amount. And I was like, okay, cool, we'll get back to him. And then 3 days later, I saw they released Kaba.
And it was the same sound.
And it was the same
Was
rhythm.
it tweaked? Was it changed a little?
Yeah, the rhythm.
Okay.
Yeah. He wrote it different, but the rhythm is,
The same.
Yeah, so
But
I just...
regardless, you are proud of yourself.
I'm cool, yeah, I'm cool.
Okay, right.
Yeah, at least I
That's
know...
you an inspiration.
Exactly. That's actually good. I mean, he's not angry. You're not angry.
No, I'm not angry.
Yeah.
I'm very cool. I'm very
Okay.
cool.
I mean, that's how the industry is now. Like, I scratch your back, you scratch my back.
Yeah.
You know?
But Veana, how would you feel
But
about a
also
situation like that?
Yeah.
How would you have felt?
Not cool.
It wouldn't be cool. I mean, like, I'm taking it like really, really
Yeah.
cool. And to say that, so it's like, I would say that Ode is a statement extra red.
Oh no, that's actually true. I think he, like he said, he has a personal relationship with George. And even if it doesn't come through now, you benefit
I
in
know
the future.
sometime, and then even aside that, I'm too good, and then I know I'll be doing crazy.
Period.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Speak your truth.
so
Yeah, I mean, guys, like this is where we end today's show. Like we had Skannah, coming through, Skannah, and also Veana, our queen of cover, who is now in mainstream. You guys should go and check them out. They are good. She's good.
Thank you.
And he's good. My name is Nanayata Nobwache, and I did this with Helen Anyaweja, aka Helen K, and Mami Esiedwa. Tomorrow we will be back. Enjoy the rest of our programs.